ladies and gentlemen, we are Sunday already. Doesn't the week go by so freaking quickly? Especially when shit's going down. When you are busy, time flies. And when you're stuck into some drama, I find time flies even faster. Um, you know, I try really, really hard to stay out of, people's lives, people's business. I don't judge people. Do what you gotta do, find your peace, find your happiness. Have your boundaries, have your rules, love yourself, respect yourself, all of that good stuff. And I try very, very hard. Well, actually, no, I don't have to try very, very hard because I'm a total introvert and I stay out of people's lives either way. Yeah, no, like I focus on my own shit, I focus on my kids, I focus on my business, I focus on my own life, my healing. I just focus on my own shit, and I don't, I don't like causing drama. I don't like confronting people. I don't like, getting into confrontations. I don't like, I'm just so done with the negativity, like I grew up with it, and I grew up with a lot of bullying, a lot of negativity, a lot of toxic people, a lot of toxic relationships, and having a good heart has been a curse. I mean, like, it's a blessing. I don't regret it, and I don't wish that I didn't have my good heart, but at the same time, it can be such a curse because it's very, very hard for people like us to, say no and to set boundaries and set rules. And it's very hard to put yourself first. And, it's so important to love yourself and respect yourself enough, to say no. Or if someone does or says something that, doesn't vibe with you, it's important to be able to be like, dude, look, this is not cool. I'm not okay with it. I'm not going to deal with it. If you want to be this person, then you can stay out of my life. And the only way that you can be a part of my life, wow. The only way you can be a part of my life is, if you heal that toxicity that is consuming you, pretty much. So my message today pretty much is to stop feeling bad for people that create their own consequences. So, as we know, every action has a consequence. And if you're gonna do stupid shit, you're gonna have, negative results. That's just how life works. You want positive results? Do cool shit. Do positive shit. Recently, I had a confrontation with my brother. I'm not gonna go into details because I do have the post on my feed on IG at RosieClothingCA. But long story short, we were out with the kids, and he had a racist comment, which wow, like it hit me like a fucking truck. And it's not because I didn't think he was capable of having comments like that, because I mean, unfortunately, my family is not as non-judgmental as I am, and not as open-minded and as accepting as I am. So it didn't come as a surprise. It just got me really fucking angry. First of all, because it's a basic human decency, to accept people and love people, and, people are people no matter what. And it just really pissed me off that he based something so fucking stupid on the color of someone's skin. And it got the rage in me like boiling over. And what did it as well is that my kids are sitting right there, and that's not the picture that I want to paint for them. That is not the environment I want them in. Those are not the people I want them to be around. I mean, I was raised by racist parents. So, you know, I'm gonna admit it. I'm gonna be super real with you. Yes, I have been racist in my life, and I'm doing the effort to change that for myself, for the people of this planet, and for my kids. So now it's just a rule for me to, you know, stand up for the people that are being put down by negative people, by toxic people. And you know, usually I don't speak up. Usually I don't, you know, I've always been super quiet, and again, I don't like confrontation and I don't like fighting. You know, when I was being bullied, I never stood up for myself. But I think that, you know, if we want to change, then we need to speak up and we need to stand up no matter what. So I stood up. I stood up for the people around in the restaurant, and I stood up for the cashier that he was talking about. I stood up for, you know, my kids' future, and for, you know, people of color's kids' future. And so I pretty much lost my shit. Probably not the way I would have liked for it to go. So I lost my shit. I ended up yelling in the restaurant. I had everybody's eyes on me. And when I got home, a part of me felt bad. A part of me felt bad for yelling at him. A part of me felt bad for humiliating him. A part of me felt bad, you know, about how he might have been feeling. And that's just, you know, who I am. I feel bad and I care when I really shouldn't. So, you know, at the end of the day, I stood up for something that I believed in, and I, you know, stood up for my values, and I stood up for, you know, for human rights, and I set boundaries, and I set my rules, and I told him it's whether he changes or he loses my girls. And so at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not going to feel bad for someone who made a choice. You know, his actions and his behaviors are not mine. And the results from his behavior are not mine to feel bad about. You know, and like, why am I feeling bad for his feelings when he clearly didn't feel bad for the people around us' feelings? You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna be a shitty person, then no, I don't want you in my life. I don't want a relationship with you. And if you don't change, you will not have a relationship with my kids. And I refuse to feel bad about that. So if you are like me, and you have a good heart, and you have a big heart, and you care so much about everyone, and you know, you finally stand up for yourself and stand up for what's important to you, don't feel bad about it, you know? That's that's my message today. Don't feel bad. He, you know, he asked for it. At the end of the day, he asked for it. He said something shitty, and you stood up for what was right. You did a good thing. Well, I did a good thing, but if you ever stand up for someone's shitty comment, you did a good thing. And, you know, it's how you act today will shape the future. And that's what you need to keep in mind. And it's also about shaping your peace and your future. All right? Don't feel bad. Keep standing up for yourself. See you next time.